Pesticides are a silent killer. We do not see them, but they are there. When they drift, they are affecting us directly. Californians for Pesticide Reform has been an advocate not only for ending the use of these harmful pesticides and fumigants, but also an advocate for the health of children and the health of employees around schools.
We are a member of the Californians for Pesticide Reform, which is a diverse statewide coalition of over 190 members and groups working to strengthen the pesticide policies in California to protect the public health and the environment.
So we have hundreds of thousands of pounds of highly hazardous pesticides that are applied near hundreds of thousands of California school children. And scientists have linked these pesticides to cancer, damage to the brain, lungs, and reproductive organs.
It's been 3 years since we were last promised an adjustment to the buffer zones. It hasn't happened yet.
We came on a bus full of Kern County residents to community members from Lamont, Arvin, South Kern, all over Kern County, Delano, Tulare County, Fresno County, Madera County, Merced County, have all gathered today to show that we support each other and that pesticides are harming all of our communities, and we need to come together and show Department of Pesticide Regulation that we mean business.
I work on the issue of pesticides through my work with Physicians for Social Responsibility because we're very concerned about the health impacts of pesticides. Doctors in our organization see people every day that are suffering from the long-term consequences of pesticide exposures.
I have 2 daughters that live about half a block from a school that is directly adjacent to strawberry fields. There is the possibility of drift into the schools. So this problem to me is personal.
I have worked with families who have had frequent miscarriages, children with very serious illnesses, and with developmental delays. Cancers are much more common in children who have been exposed to fumigant pesticides.
There's some times where they don't even send warnings out that they're spraying. And we can be in school during lunch or during our break, and then you would just see this big old cloud or this weird smell coming. And 2 of my friends actually almost vomit in the playground.
Pesticide reform have been the center of the struggle. Members of the CPR coalition are from all over the state, and they are here today.
They're activists. They're much more than name only. They're out on the front line doing everything they can to create a healthier environment for all of us. How could I not support that?
We're hoping that we can get bigger protection zones while children are at school playing and learning.
Well, I love working with Californians for Pesticide Reform because I think it's one of the most mature and emotionally intelligent coalitions I've ever worked with. We need to hear people's voices. We need to speak up. We need to let legislators know that the way we're growing our food now that puts so many thousands of people at risk is just not sustainable, and we want food and fresh vegetables without putting anyone's life at risk. So we want you to join Californians for Pesticide Reform and be part of the solution.